Hello, everyone, and welcome to Good Friends, Better Rivals. I guess I'm Ferris. That's Caleb, I guess. Yeah, whatever.
Play the soundbite.
No, I'm not doing it.
Play it.
I'm not doing it.
Play it.
I'm not doing it.
You gotta play it. Come on.
Just because you asked nicely.
We'll say one thing right now. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Woo!
Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants because they cheated, of course, because they always cheat.
Oh yeah, we treated.
Yeah,
You guys are the ones paying off the goddamn refs.
The fuck you talking about? No. Calm down. All right.
We had
Okay.
some trash ass calls and no calls and bullshit all night.
Oh, same thing on us, dude. That bullshit PI on Sterling Shepard. That was
are you
bullshit.
kidding me? Your guy literally
that was
tackled
bullshit.
our guy in the goddamn
when he was coming back, because the quarterback flowed outside, so he came back, and then your player ran into him. Your player ran into him. Your player ran into him. Our player didn't. You ran into him. He didn't run into you because your player doesn't know how to flow right with his wide receiver.
Literally holds all night on all our defenders.
Bullshit.
All night. All night.
All right. So New York Giants lost. Okay. Yeah, they lost. But they didn't get blown out like thank God.
I mean, it would have been blown out if you didn't pay the rest off.
Yeah, well, could have still scored, but you didn't. So go fuck yourself. It is what it is.
I mean, we could have if you guys weren't holding our guys, you know.
We literally it was like 2 calls, and you're bitching about like 2 calls, but sure.
There's multiple calls. There's multiple calls.
So the calls against us meant nothing then, though, right? Like the calls against us, sure. All right.
One bad call.
All right, but let's ignore the bad calls on our side because
one bad call
side matters,
one
right?
Bad call. You're gonna cry about one bad call when we had multiple bad calls all night.
You got it right back. Literally, you got it right back.
They
blew one call on you, then they blew one call on us. It was literally like
no, they did.
The refs were horrible.
Multiple calls on us.
What do you mean multiple? Like what? 2 or 3? Then they were all pass interferences.
Yeah, they were horrible. Two guys were holding Noah Brown from getting to his routes.
It was in the 5-yard limit, dumbass.
No, they were holding. You can't hold. You can contact. You can't hold.
They were jamming him.
You can't hold. 2 guys can't hold one guy.
Jamming.
They were not jamming.
They were jamming. They literally showed you jamming. You can literally jam and hold in the first 5 yards. Read the rule book. Read the rule book. Read the rule book. Read the rule book.
2 guys
read the rule book.
From getting to his route. You cannot
read the rule book. You can do whatever you want in the first 5 minutes. You can do whatever. That's what Seattle used to do with the Legion of Boom. The Legion of Boom in the first 5 minutes literally assaulted you. They assaulted you in the first 5 minutes. And then after 5 yards, you can't touch them. You can do whatever you want in the first 5. After the first 5,
you cannot. Nobody can hold them.
That's literally what Seattle used to do all the time.
And they can't hold him.
You know what, man? Read the rule book. All right, just read the rule book. Okay, let's just read it. All right, but let's break it down. Right, let's break it down. Well, like we said, it was going to be a defensive slugfest, and it was a defensive slugfest. Both defenses showed up. It was the offenses that were going to win the game or lose the game. Our offense lost the game. Your offense won the game. It's very clear. Let's start with the Cowboys on your good parts and the parts you don't like. Continue.
Yeah. Well, obviously,
the fuck up, Jimmy.
I most love is running the ball more. I mean, we win when we run the ball, when we have a more balanced offense than just getting pass happy and throwing all over the place. I like how the last 2 games, I like what Kellen Moore has been doing. Splitting the carries with Zeke and Pollard worked out really well for us tonight. I mean, Pollard went over 100 yards. Zeke had a good game. You see when Pollard gets the edge, he gets those big explosive runs, and when Zeke gets the ball, he gets those tough, gritty runs and up the middle, and that's pretty much what you saw tonight. And I love seeing that. Just keep giving them the ball, like don't get away from it. We win when that happens. Takes pressure off of Cooper Rush, and that's enough. And then that's my second point is Cooper Rush, man. He just stays cool, calm, and collected all the time, whether he's getting pressured or not pressured. When he's in the big spotlights, whether it's Sunday night against the Minnesota Vikings or whether it's Monday Night Football against the New York Giants, he just stays cool, man. He plays really well. He has to, go down in the fourth quarter and, win this game for us. And that's exactly what he does. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him. I mean, he's doing exactly what a backup needs to do, going in there, play starter and, win these games, keeping us afloat. And I love seeing it, man. and then also the offensive line protected well. I mean, they protected him pretty damn well, man. Especially we have what's his name? I didn't what the guard
Jason Peters.
New guard we just had. Can't remember his name.
Jason Peters.
Jason Peters. Yeah, he gets his first snaps. Yeah, his first snap, he goes in there, seals the defender. Tony Pollard gets a huge run right off of him. And I mean, that's when, and I told you that. I told you I'd rather see him at guard because I don't want to stop
that man's
Tyler Smith's progress because there's no point in that. Let the rookie focus on his one position at tackle, and he's doing a pretty goddamn good job at that. So put Jason Peters where we need him. We need a left guard. We're not having great play. We have a hurt guy in Connor McGovern. We need a guy there, and that guy is Jason Peters. And Jason Peters played well when he was in there. Like I said, just sealed off that guy, and he was looking good in the pass protection as well. So yeah, offensive line look damn good out there. And then also, I mean, the thing that won this game absolutely was the defense. They were just sacking the crap out of Daniel Jones, hitting him. Like I said, I think it was like the most pressures.
22. Yeah, 22 to be exact.
Broke a record for most pressures. I mean, he just was getting just slammed down on the ground all the time. I mean, we got after him. Michael Parsons was, he couldn't quite get there. He didn't get a sack tonight, but he was, messing stuff up in the backfield. DeMarcus Lawrence had a hell of a game. He just came out and just wrecked shop on whoever was blocking.
Evan Neal. He they lined him up more on Evan Neal, which made sense because more seasoned defensive end. He's been in the league 6 years, 7 years. And Evan Neal, rookie. And he literally just beat Evan Neal. There was one time he beat Evan Neal that it wasn't Evan Neal's fault because the tight end didn't do his job correctly, right? So he kind of just had a free rush because Evan Neal was waiting for the tight end chip. And that play, that wasn't Evan Neal's fault. But the other ones, Evan Neal wasn't playing very good all game. It's very clear too when the Cowboys were doing all these pressures. It's very clear. We need our interior is the weakness of the offensive line. Left tackle is literally the godsend. You know what I mean? Andrew Thomas played amazingly today, but the problem is there's 4 other offensive linemen that didn't play very good. And Evan Neal and there was one play where Michael Parsons came out and he whacked Mike Lewinsky, right? People are like, oh, he whacked Mike Lewinsky. No, it's because Mike Lewinsky wasn't waiting for him because he was looking that way, backpedaling, and the tight end hits Michael Parsons, basically giving him a little boost on his rush. And 300-pound lineman going backwards with the defense line getting a little boost from the tight end, and he of course he knocks him over, no shit. If you actually watch football, of course he did it. And he was basically screwed. We haven't figured out the left guard position. Left guard is who? Josh, Ben Bredesen. Ben Bredesen had 2 holding calls this game. Evan Neal was jumped off sides a couple times. But really, I thought I was, I thought I was supposed to be watching Daniel Jones, but I wasn't watching Daniel Jones. I was watching Michael Vick. But but that's not the point near here, because he was saving plays and drives with his legs. I'm not saying he's Michael Vick. Everyone calm down. I was joking. That was a joke. But he was saving plays with his legs, right? And that was good, but very clear. Offensive line, interior offensive line, and Evan Neal just needs to mature. He's a rookie. What did you expect? Against you can hate DeMarcus Lawrence, because, he's an asshole, and, he thinks he's funny in press conferences, calling people little Eli, even though Eli Manning's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time MVP in the Super Bowl,
he's a lot of times. He's little Eli.
No, he called Eli Manning little Eli. Now he's calling Daniel Jones little Eli. Yeah, but sure, that's your trash talk. But sure, buddy, that's good trash talk, I guess. He
had 3 sacks.
Yeah, but if you had 3 sacks, at least that's some pizzazz and some good trash talk. But little Eli, sure, man, sure, little Eli. That's the best you can come up with, bro. Come on, I expect better from you. All right, if we want this rivalry to have some juice, have some better trash talk. Be go call Deion Sanders. That's who knows how to talk some shit. Calling people little Eli. Sure, bro, whatever. But that's not the point, neither here nor there. So yeah, it's literally we have no wide receivers. Wide receivers are complete shit. When I'm cheering for Richie James, I literally yelled out Caleb when I was watching the game. Pass it to Richie James.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be the thing I should be saying. Richie James should not be our best receiver. And it's very clear that this receiving room is hampered by injuries. And I don't know what got else. Like David Sills is starting. Like Kenny Galladay this week talked about like how he
trash.
Yeah, he talked about like, oh, I should be playing regardless, man. I don't know why I'm
now
playing.
When he
like,
drops that ball like he did.
Yeah, literally, like he catches that ball. I think he gets the first down. Cause the DB over pursued and he had it. Like he like two more yards and it's a first down. But he literally just drops it. And here's the thing, Kenny. Like I'm here trying to defend you, right? Because I keep saying like you don't fit the scheme. You know the way you play isn't the way. But then when you're dropping balls, when you're like wide open and it's in your hands, it's in his hands, and then you're dropping it. How am I supposed to defend you? How am I? I can't. That you talking about like I should be playing regardless, and then you out there and you drop a ball, a crucial ball. It's 3rd and 14. We need this. And you drop it. This is the one game where it's not Daniel Jones' fault. It's not he didn't mess up. He showed up. Daniel Jones showed up. The interior offensive line didn't show up. And the receivers didn't show up. Because on that play, the previous play, Sterling Shepard dropped the pass too. Well, it got knocked out, but he should have secured it better. So it didn't get knocked out. So back-to-back drops. Daniel Jones is 0-8 in primetime games. And sometimes in those primetime games, he shows up and other people don't show up. I know one primetime game, it was his fault. I think it was against Tampa Bay on Monday night, where he threw the ball a little late and Antonio Winfield Jr. broke up the pass. So that was his fault, right? Towards the end. But on primetime games, he doesn't get blown out. It's very close games. He just loses. Because sometimes he shows up and his teammates let him down. Like that, because that's what happened. His receivers didn't show up. They didn't show up. We had no receivers. Like literally. Like here's the thing: in next year's draft, we prioritize wide receivers and quarterback, and try to find like because here's the thing: guards are gonna fall in the draft. They always fall in the draft, right? Like only like 2 to 3 guards get drafted in the first round. You know, Quentin Nelson, Zach Martin. No one drafts guards in the first round. Like Hall of Fame guards aren't drafted in the first round. You know, like Steve Hutchinson was he drafted in the first round? I don't know, but don't quote me on that. So like,
well, I would take an example that actually knew.
No, well, your guard was drafted in the first round.
Oh yeah, there you go. You should have stopped there.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like you find other guards, like you know, like where was Larry Allen drafted?
I don't think first round though.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can find Hall of Fame guards in like later rounds. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We look at the we look at the QBs, and then we look at the wide receivers, right? Because sometimes you can find a wide receiver fall in the late rounds or in the early seconds. So those are the two positions we need to show. But you know, it's just the game of football is a game of inches. 1 or 2 plays go our way, we win the game. But 1 or 2 plays didn't go our way, and you won the game. Literally a game of inches like that.
But that's like why I was telling you before in the last 2 games, I'm like, you can't really expect this to happen every single week. I mean, the ball's not going to bounce your way all the time. That's why I said don't get so happy about these wins. You're getting very lucky on both those games, and you can't expect that every week. That's why I'm an
emotional man. What do you expect from me? I'm an emotional man. All right. I'm an emotional man. Not everyone's like you, Caleb, who has no heart or soul or no pulse. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm an emotional man. What do you expect from me? Not to be happy. I
was just trying to reel in your expectations of
6 years,
don't
Caleb.
Expect that to happen.
6 years of disappointment. All right. I've been waiting for this. All right. We're 2-1. You know, we should be 3-0.
Well, it's better than you've been for a long time. So, I mean,
yeah. Jeremy, shut the fuck up. All right. You're a Cowboys fan. Like, zip it. All right. God, I hate you. I hate you people. I hate you people so much.
But just continue with the defense.
Lawrence Taylor was there, man. And Strahan were there. You like the defense. Like, okay, I know it's Aziz and KT's first game. I get that. Like I understand that. It was their first game back. All right. But come on, give me something else, man. Give me some juice, Like I'm not gonna hold this against
Well,
them.
I mean, at least from Aziz, I mean, he's been there. I mean, you can give Thibodeau a mulligan just because it's first game, but he's been there. Like he should be doing.
Yeah, but it was like he was coming back from a calf. He should be like coming back from a calf strain, but he should have played better. Yeah, Jeremy, it would have been like, imagine if I'll imagine, because I've done it before. We have faced them and we've played them very close. That Monday night game, like we literally lost by like 6 points. Y'all lost by 16. I just imagined it, Jeremy. Yeah.
Well, I think you're wrong. I mean, well, this week but yeah, I mean, I get your point too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But so like, I just want to finish up on defense though.
Okay, go continue.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs gets the pick at the end. I think he played really well on these receivers, not to let any big plays happen. But the main concern I had was how to defend Daniel Jones and his running ability. That I think that was even a problem with just Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow doesn't have Daniel Jones' running ability, and we weren't able to he was able to get through that middle and take off, and that's pretty much what Daniel Jones was killing us on all night. You just seeing that
looking like a Michael Vick out there, man. Them zippity doodads, man. Yeah, man. Okay, whatever.
Mike Vick would have scored a touchdown.
Steve Young. Let's go, Steve Young.
But yeah, that was my biggest.
Steve Young.
That was my biggest concern going into the game, because I was like, yeah, man, if Joe Burrow can do that to us, I mean, definitely Daniel Jones could probably do that. And I was like, we got to do something about clogging up that middle. I mean, we did great on the pressures, obviously, but that middle was just opening up. I mean, just finding them holes, and that was bad. Didn't like the Barkley run. The dude had him right there at the line. Just totally missed the tackle. And then Barkley takes off. So, but that was really only Barkley's biggest play. Other than that, I think we did a good job on him overall, especially with the last 2 weeks he's been having. He's been really killing it. But I was still confident that we could contain him, and I think we did a good job of containing him for the most part. Just that one run was pretty bad. So yeah, I mean, I'm loving my defense, and that's why I said through this whole time, while our receivers like Gallup and James Washington were gonna be out, even before Dak got hurt, I said this defense gonna have to carry us for a few weeks, and now even more so that Dak is out. Our defense is gonna have to carry us every week, and so far through these two, even for the first game, they did a great job. But for this first few weeks, the defense has to play like this, and just keep winning these games for us, because offense, I said, that's another negative for us. I mean, offense sometimes we get stuck. We're not really doing much. Can't really progress the ball too much, because because Cooper Rush is a little inaccurate on some balls.
I gotta say like that. On some balls.
But the thing that kills us on offense is just our stupid penalties. We just can't take care of them. We get stupid penalties that wreck our drives, and then Cooper Rush is going to make up like these 2nd and 20s. That's what we got to take care of that. And if we continue to do that, it's gonna hurt us real bad. So we got to take care of that. But if we still continue to play great defense like this, we're going to continue to win games. So, yeah.
Aziz did draw a holding penalty on Tyler Smith, where like he choked him because he had a sack, like it was a sack. But then that was like Aziz's only like thing, like because like they were a step late. They were always late, you know what I mean? Because like we missed Leonard Williams. Big Cat was sorely missed in this game, because in the second half, y'all averaged 9.8 yards a carry. Leonard Williams would, help out with he's one of the best. Like Leonard Williams, well, people thought Leonard Williams was going to be, people thought he was going to be like the full package, right? He's going to be the full package, right? But he didn't become the full package in New York, in the Jets, right? That's fine. But he became something. He became one of the. He became a very good run defender. Like defending the run, he's very good at the ball. Yep. Pass rushing, not really. But running the ball, yes. Defending the run, absolutely. And he was sorely missed because y'all literally like whatever y'all wanted, y'all got running the ball. Zeke, Tony, hate Tony, hate his face. Hate you, Tony. Hate your face. All right. Hate everything about you. Okay. I can't believe him, Kenneth Gainwell, and Antonio Gibson all were at the University of Memphis together. That's crazy. Yeah, they were all together in the same backfield. That's wild. Like a year or two apart, but they were all together. Like one was a senior, one was like a junior, one was like a sophomore, all that shit. But like, yeah, man, like he was really missed. We needed Leonard Williams, literally, because like this is the thing, like, you know, CeeDee Lamb, you know, didn't really do much in the first half.
Oh, he missed that horrible drop.
Yeah, like he like
God,
yeah. But then he made up for it. He made up for it with that one. The one-handed catch at the back of the
great one-handed catch.
Yeah,
brilliant.
He made up for it. I don't know who's guarding him.
You got to catch. I just don't like. That was a perfect setup. Like you get the play action, he gets the rollout, no pressure on him.
Popped off his forearm.
Throws it downfield, wide open.
Popped off his forearm. It popped off his forearm. Yeah, but yeah, man, like he was really missed. Our secondary corners weren't very good because we put Adelia on CD. You know, CD wasn't really doing, and Adelia was doing good. But when then like CD was like moved around and put on another corner, oh hell broke loose. And Noah Brown, you know, I mean, him and Noah Brown. So like yeah, and our linebackers are not good. They're not good. Austin Calitro, Tay Crowder. So
and I did tell you that I did mention that last week. So I asked you like, do you have good linebackers? That's a thing that really stopped us against the Buccaneers.
And I said no.
Yeah.
And I said no, because here's the thing, like that Ezekiel Elliott touchdown play, Caleb. Tay Crowder has him, right? He was short. Tay Crowder has him. He was short. But you know what good linebacker, what a great linebacker does, and what a bad linebacker does. Tay Crowder hits Ezekiel Elliott, right? He hits him. A great linebacker hits him, wraps, and alligator tackles. Because Zeke would have been short. But you know how like Zeke bounced off of Tay Crowder and then second winded it? You remember that? You saw that? Mm-hmm. Because he literally hit him, let him bounce off, and then he just bounced into the end zone.
And he stretched for the end
zone. But like if that was like Luke Kuechly, shout out to Panthers fans, or Ray Lewis, shout out to Ravens fans. Ray Lewis is popping that. Ray Lewis wraps up, alligator tackles Ezekiel Elliott. No touchdown. It's 4th down. It's 4th and goal. Right there. 4th and goal. But Tay Crowder didn't do that. He went for the big hit. He was like, oh, I'll just hit him like I did Derrick Henry. What? Because Derrick Henry wasn't expecting that. Ezekiel Elliott is running to the contact because he knows someone's hitting him. So he's expecting to get hit. But you hit him and just let him bounce off of you. You know, that right there, the mental thing, like choosing to hit somebody versus choosing to tackle, like alligator tackle somebody. Sometimes you don't have to have the big hit to save something, right? Because if he alligator tackles him, Zeke is literally a yard short. He alligator tackles him, Zeke short. It's 4th and inches, 4th and goal. They have to go for another play. But you decide to hit him, and he bounces off of you and touchdown. That's when I was like right there. When they replayed it, and I saw literally, dude, Tay Crowder was free. No one's touching him. He has a free shot at Ezekiel Elliott, and he hits him instead of tackling him. If he tackles him, 4th and goal. But he didn't. Touchdown. That's what happened. Like that. Because a linebacker wanted to hit somebody instead of tackle somebody. Touchdown. You know, the 2 drops. There's nothing really much to say. Like, we missed Leonard Williams. Kayvon's first game, so I'm not really going to hold it against him. Evan Neal is not looking good. But here's the thing. He's a rookie. Andrew Thomas didn't look good his rookie year. But guess not. Andrew Thomas is one of the best left tackles in the game. So I'm going to let it go. You're against a seasoned defensive end. You know, like if a rookie was doing this to Evan Neal, I would have an issue. Like I would have an issue with Evan Neal. But you have DeMarcus Lawrence, who since he was drafted by the Cowboys, he was just like, this guy is gonna get double-digit sacks for a while. Then he got injured multiple times, and then he kind of like deteriorated a little. But like, you know, he's healthy now, going against a rookie, and he's abusing the rookie. You know, and 2 sacks were his fault. The other one, I blame the tight end, but he didn't look very good against a seasoned defensive end. I expected that, right? But if it was a rookie, it was like a random ass rookie doing this to Evan Neal, I would be more angry. I would be livid, but it's not. It's a 7-year vet abusing a rookie. That's what's supposed to happen. Like that's what's supposed to happen. And because it also because they didn't abuse Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas was like, y'all ain't gonna get you're not gonna get anything. So that's why y'all always had when on big passing downs, DeMarcus or Micah were on Evan Neal. They're on Evan Neal's side because they're like, that's 78. You can't get past that, man. Let's go to 73. Just abuse him. And that's what y'all did. Y'all found a matchup on the defensive line. Like, this is the guy. Because he deteriorated. And then everyone in the interior line kind of faltered. But Andrew Thomas stayed Andrew Thomas. Evan Neal did have a good on the touchdown play with Saquon Barkley. He was very good when he popped up to the second level and he got Leighton Vander Esch and he held him like not like held him like hold like got him on the second level. And Saquon Barkley on that touchdown, he didn't get okay. I'm gonna be very crude. I apologize for the language. I call it being bitch tackled, right? Where someone grabs you from behind and tackles you. Yeah. Anthony Barr was coming. He was about to like grab him by the waist, right? Like like just grab him, but he didn't allow that to happen. He made sure to get that touchdown, right? So like that was very good, But here's the thing about Saquon Barkley. Troy Aikman said this on the broadcast that I agree with. I agree. I don't agree with Troy Aikman a lot. It's kind of weird hearing them on a Monday night. No lie, kind of threw me off. I was like, what is going on right now? Because I switched to the Manning cast, and like the audio on the Manning cast was kind of whack. I was like, I can't do this. I gotta leave. So I went back to the main game. It was weird. I was like, it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday, right? It's Sunday. Like it's Joe Buck right now. It's throwing me off. But Troy Aikman said something very good about Emmitt Smith. The first man never got Emmitt Smith. Yeah. Well, that's probably because he had a great offensive line, but that's not the point.
The linebackers who came out and tackled, he always was shifty and
the first guy never hit him. There was a lot of guys on the Dallas side who was the first man, and they kept getting Saquon Barkley. The first man Donovan Wilson kept getting a tackle on him. I'm like, bro,
love to have Donovan Wilson play.
That's the thing. Like a safety. Like, come on. Like the first man should always miss. You got to make the first man miss.
Yeah, he was tackling well, hitting hard. He got sacks. He was getting pressure on Daniel Jones.
So in the second half, they put Donovan Wilson spying. Oh my God, they put a spy on Daniel Jones. That's weird, dude. Imagine you got to put a spy on Daniel Jones.
Well, he was killing us. He was killing us.
I know. It's just weird. It's just weird, dude. Like looking at Daniel Jones, like you look at Daniel Jones, like they're gonna have to put a spy on Daniel Jones, and you'd be like, him, that guy, him, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. But so the first guy kept getting Saquon Barkley. He would always the first guy. Like, no, first guy missed, bounce off. If the linebacker gets you on the secondary, that's fine. But there was too many times where Saquon Barkley was getting tackled by the first man. First man was getting the tackle, and I didn't like that. Saquon Barkley needs to make sure the first man misses. First man misses, in my opinion. Yeah.
That's the same thing I was talking on some of these little throws to the sides on the receivers. Obviously you're trying to either break the tackle or make the first guy miss, and CeeDee wasn't kind of doing that. I saw Noah Brown kind of doing that. He did it on his one play. He made the guys miss, break the tackle. So definitely I see your point on that one, especially in those type of plays. Because some of them weren't working, they were getting stopped. Now, so going into this game, obviously, I thought Michael Gallup was going to play. He ended up not being ready yet. So we were still down receivers. We finally activated Jalen Tolbert. I think he got a catch in the game. For first game playing. So at least that was good to see. Also, we had the other guy not active was Dalton Schultz. It was questionable whether he was going to play or not with his knee injury. We ended up having
he didn't play.
What's that?
Didn't play. Ruined my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Stinky ass.
He ended up not playing, and then Ferguson and then
Hendershot
had to go out there and fill in for him. Which Jake Ferguson, really good blocker, man. He was sealing off a lot of guys there.
Anything he can do. Not a very good tight end.
But I mean, it is when you run the ball. When you want to run the ball, he's pretty good.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, but Hendershot was making
he's bare pass code. That's who he is.
But I mean, that's why I'm saying the combination of him, Ferguson blocking, and Hendershot making some good plays in the passing game.
Tony, which league? You got to be more specific. Like, I'm in a lot of leagues. I think I'm 0-3 in our LGR fantasy league. That I'm 0-3.
I think I am too. I'm pretty sure
I'm 0-3
I am
in that one. Josh got lucky week 2. He got lucky
because we have like so many other fantasy teams. I think we just kind of
I don't know.
LGR.
Yeah, I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3.
Yeah, I'm 0-3 too in the LGR.
Yeah, I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, continue, Caleb, with your stupid hat.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
It's a great hat. But yeah, I think they did a good job replacing Dalton Schultz, at least for this one. I don't know if he even throws a tight end all that much. Dak loves to throw. Dalton Schultz uses tight end a lot. Obviously, Rush is more prone to using his receivers. Obviously, Lamb got 8 catches and he loves Noah Brown. Seen that, so I think that's just a different adjustment that we have to play on offense of how he likes to play, at least. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't really got much to say on this, really, man. Like I already said it. Like we need Leonard Williams back. He helps our run defense. Like he is the guy. Like y'all average like 9 yards carry in the second half. We need Leonard Williams back. Like that's it. Our receiving room took another hit today. Sterling Shepard's injured, and it was a non-contact injury, and he grabbed his knee. Fix it.
You got really.
Yeah, my bad. I'm a little blurry. And like it was a non-contact injury, and he needed to fix it. You know, not to fix it. He grabbed his knee, and like those usually are like tears. I'm not gonna diagnose him because it's not what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do that. But usually they're tears. Usually, if it's not a tear, good. You know, thank God. But that room is not very good because Wandale, Sterling, and Tony are injured. They're all injured. Tony's hurt. Wandale hurt. Sterling's hurt. And now we're stuck with Colin Johnson's hurt. He was going to play a big factor in the receiving room. But now we're down to Kenny Golladay, David Sills, Darius Slayton, Richie James. Those are the receivers. David Sills, Richie James, Darius Slayton, and Kenny Golladay. Those were the 4. Then you have the myriad of tight ends we have. We have Tanner Hudson, Chris Myrick, and Daniel Bellinger. Shout out to the other Daniel from San Diego State. So we have those guys.
Well, I mean, we're dealing with the same kind of stuff too, man.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
But at least you have CeeDee Lamb.
Well, you're supposed to have Kenny Golladay, who's supposed to be your CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, but he's not. That's the difference. He isn't.
But he's supposed to be. He's paid like it. He's paid to be that.
He's paid like it because. But here's the thing, man. Like, literally, dude, they're making him earn his stripes. Like, I've never seen this from a coaching staff. They're literally like, I don't care that we're paying you $72 million. Prove to me that you can play. Prove it to me. Prove it. And it's throwing me off because I'm like, usually you allow them to like go out there and they play and it is what it is. But they're like, dude, we didn't give you the $72 million. We didn't give you the money. David Gettleman gave you the money. I don't care what David Gettleman promised you because I'm not David Gettleman. Prove to me that you deserve to be on the field. You can have your money and keep on moving. Because there's a report, I think today, that it came out before the game, that they're open to trading him. If someone wants him, they're open for business.
He wants him after this performance.
No, it's the contract hit, the way he's playing. He's gonna get you a 6th round pick. Shit, if we trade him and we got a 4th round pick, I would be like, we won that trade.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's not gonna happen. Shout out to Graham Gano. Graham, I love you. You know, you were perfect tonight. I don't blame kickers for blocked field goals. It's not their fault. So I said, because they didn't miss the kick. The offensive line like ruined it. But when he kicked it, he made it. He was perfect tonight, in my opinion. So like when y'all go out there, it's like, oh, but he missed the field goal fair. It's like he didn't miss it. He got blocked. There's a difference. The offensive line's the reason they got blocked. Because literally, like Dorrance Armstrong just like cut through the line and like blocked it.
Your punter made a mistake kicking it to Kevontae Turpin because that was bad. Almost had a touchdown there.
But then guess what? Guess what happened? The punter tackled him.
Yeah, but I mean still.
Don't give me like that punter to kick. I'm getting flashbacks of Matt Dodge on Deshaun Jackson. Like don't like it's PTSD.
I mean, you shouldn't have kicked it to him.
Yeah, you're right. But then he realized he messed up and he went to go tackle him, and he tackled him.
Yeah, but I mean he's a small guy, so I mean the pundits
Exactly.
are basically bigger than he is.
Also too, Troy Aikman, do your research before you praise Kevontae Turpin. By the way, do your research.
Why? What did you get wrong?
He said, he has a fantastic story. Yeah, you mean the story that also includes him assaulting his girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't think he has a fantastic. I mean, he has a fantastic story of how he got to the league. going to USFL.
Still, the reason he was in the USFL is that reason.
Not a great story. Not a great story.
Not a great story. Do your research, Troy. Do your research. All right. Hey, did you hear okay, so they were talking about the rematch. So next week is Niners Rams. And they were talking about the NFC Championship game, and Joe Buck was like, "Hey, I heard that game was voted the best commentated game of blah blah blah," and then Detroit was like, "It was the best work we ever did." It's like, did y'all just seriously just like pat yourself on the back?
Yeah, they did.
That seriously happened. That goes, wow, that threw me off for a minute. Pretty much kill it's late.
Yeah, you want to preview next week?
Yeah, let's preview next week because let's talk about something kind of happy. Go. What's next week? Who you got?
We got I think we got the Washington. Let me just make sure real quick.
I have
we
it
got
right
the
here.
Washington Commanders.
I literally have it right here. I have it right here.
We got the Washington Commanders.
I have literally. You guys have the Washington Commanders.
Okay, we got the Washington Commanders. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel confident that we're gonna win this game. I mean, just going by last season and what we did in this game, we do well against our division. I mean, that's just the simple truth. We played well against our division. We beat them. We beat up on our division, and we're gonna do it again. Washington, the things. I mean, I still think Carson Wentz, even though he had a bad game last week against that tough Eagles defense. I feel like our defense can do the same thing to him. Obviously, we've had 3 great performances going in a row. So if we can do that, and the Eagles defense was getting after him, I feel our defense is just as good as the Eagles defense, and we can get after him, make him have mistakes. Obviously, Wentz is not completely bad. His first 2 weeks, he was playing pretty good against the Lions and the Jaguars. He was doing well in those, but then Eagles just shut him down. But I like I said, I believe our defense is playing well enough to shut him down as well. Like we said, we just got to stop that run thing. We got to stop Gibson. That's our main focus. Just like our focus was starting Barkley here.
Brian Robinson was actually in warm-ups this week. He's back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's back. He could play. Well, not next week, but could play in a couple weeks.
Yeah, so that's I think again. Our main focus: got to stop the run, got to stop Gibson. I think Trayvon's been doing a great job holding these receivers, man. So I think he'll prevent Terry McLaurin from getting big plays at least. Obviously, he'll get his catches, but I think he can prevent any of the big plays he can get.
Jahad Dotson should probably pick up the slack.
Yeah, Jahad Dotson. Yeah, don't worry about that guy. He can make some plays too. He can get some touchdowns. So Anthony Brown, gotta be on him. Hopefully, he can contain him. And then I think our Bruce Rush just got to keep what he's doing. Just keep what he's doing. I mean, he's not spectacular, not flashy. He's not doing anything, great or anything. He's just consistent, winning these games when he needs to, going in the fourth quarter when he has to win the game. He knows how to do it. And I'm more and more. He's got 3 in a row now. 3-0 in his starting. I'm feeling like I can trust him. I feel like I can trust him going in there, that he's not gonna screw anything up. Like at least that like he may not go and put up like these great numbers or anything, but at least I can trust him not to blow the game, because I don't feel like he's gonna do that. And he's gonna keep us in the game, at least do that for us. And then we, like I said, just keep the same formula. Run the goddamn ball with Zeke and Pollard. It was a great combination we had this game. Great mix up of going outside Pollard, inside Zeke. Keep doing that. If we just keep doing that, we'll get the win. And I really feel like we will after this win. Not might guarantee anything. We still got a backup quarterback. I'm not saying we're going to go and kick their ass, because that's just not going to happen. Dealing with all the injuries we've had so far in the season, that's just not how it's going to work out for us. But I still do believe we can keep this rolling, and definitely got some great confidence out of this game. So yeah, I do believe that we won against the Commanders.
All right. Also, too, one more thing about the Giants game too. I should point out, our edge guys need to set better contain. There are times where outside contain didn't exist. Like Kayvon Thibodeau was like flushed out a couple times. Like I know it was like your first game back, but the first thing they teach you as a defensive end, keep outside contain. No matter what else, you keep outside contain. No matter like your first game back or you're deep into the season, keep outside contain. Because Tony Pollard had 105 yards rushing, and most of them were bounced to the outside.
Yeah.
Keep outside contain. Because we're against the Chicago Bears next week. That's who we are against. And David Montgomery got hurt last week. He's dinged up. I don't know if he's playing next week, so we got to deal with Khalil Herbert maybe, or maybe David Montgomery, whatever. But here's the thing about them: you stop the run. But here's the problem: we don't have Leonard Williams. Do we believe that Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery are just as good as Zeke and Pollard? I don't know. That's for you all to decide. I personally don't really watch that much Chicago Bears football, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if they're as good as them. Like if you have horrible outside contain and you can't stop the run, average running backs can have 100 yards on you because they're running the ball. Because great running backs manipulate defenses for yards. Average running backs just take what the defense gives you, and if the defense is giving you outside contain or whatever, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So we stop the run. That's the main key. You stop the run against the Bears. All right, because it's very clear they do not trust Justin Fields, or that they just want to protect Justin Fields because their offensive line is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't even think it exists. They've bumped Tevin Jenkins into guard. He used their from Oklahoma State. He was the tackle they drafted last year, so they bumped him into guard. This is gonna be, like I said, for the fourth week. It's going to be a defensive slugfest, and I think the Giants win, actually, 17-14.
Isn't that the exact same score you said last week?
Okay, good point. 2014.
Oh, no.
Score 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, do we play? No, because Chicago comes to us. We're not going to Chicago. If it was in Chicago, I'll be like 14-7 or like 14-10 because Chicago's horrible in like October and November. It's like they're atrocious. Like that field is garbage. But it's gonna be a defensive slugfest. We need to stop the run, which is gonna be very hard because we don't have Leonard Williams. So Dexter Lawrence needs to like bump up. So Dexter Lawrence and like DJ Davis need to like step up. So Dexter needs to be Leonard, and DJ Davis needs to be Dexter when they're in the middle. They need to stop the run. It's gonna be week 2 of Kevontae Turpin. So we'll see if he's getting into the groove. What did I say?
Kevontae Turpin.
Good point. Kevontae Thibodeau. Sorry, Tibbs. My bad, G. Sorry, KT. It's gonna be week 2 of KT, so he's gonna be in the groove. But then here's the thing: like, I just need to see improvement from Evan Neal. If I see improvement, I'm okay with it. I just need to see improvement, right? Because there were moments where they just beat him like the great words of The Rock in Hobbs versus Shaw. I'm going to beat you like a Cherokee drum. I don't want to be beat like a Cherokee drum. I need him just to improve, right? Mirror, like use your feet to mirror. Like hands are fine. Like hands don't mean nothing if you can't mirror. Because if you can't mirror, hands become your worst enemy because you can get holding penalties like that. Because if you don't know how to mirror and you're holding, and they're going to catch you all the time when they're, how like when they're trying to disengage and they're being pulled, like, stop it. It's always a hold. So if you know how to mirror your player, that's the key. Feet for Evan Neal. Feet. That's it. I want him to focus on his feet so good that Quentin Tarantino wants to see his feet. That's how much his feet matter. You need to know how to mirror the line, like the defensive player. If you're going right, you go right. You got to mirror. You got to mirror. And that's the thing he's really struggling with. Because like him running in space, like running up to the second level, pretty good. Because like the way he ran up to that second level and just grabbed Link Van Der Esch and just stood him like that, and then Saquon got the touchdown, that was very good. But the problem is, that's not what most of the time is going to happen. You need to mirror, pass blocking, mirror, running. That's all it is. That's it is. Mirror with your feet, watching Evan Neal, and the defense. Xavier McKinney, that man played linebacker. He played safety. He played corner. Like, he did everything. There was one play where I think he was guarding either Noah Brown or CeeDee Lamb. I don't know which is which. I think it was Noah Brown, where he had basically like he had to. So the corner dips in and Noah goes up, and he's not one-on-one with Noah. Noah's running up the seam, and then he's like has to backpedal and like has to like switch his hips, and then like he, it looked like he was gonna get called for pass interference, right? Because he didn't turn his head, but then at the last minute he turns his head and blocks it, like he blocks it, and it was this great play. I'm like, oh, nice, and they stayed away from him because he literally was like, but I think Wink over blitzed like he tends to do, but he should do what they do with Micah, moving him around, move X like center fielder, bring him down to the linebacker, make him a corner, like move him around, move him around, so he could do that. And the Bears have no wide receivers. The Bears and us have no wide receivers whatsoever, so we're gonna run the ball, and I think due to the fact that we have a better running back, we're gonna win the game. That's literally the only reason. I think it's gonna be a close game, slugfest, and it's whoever's offense doesn't ruin the game wins the game. And I think our offense is not gonna ruin the game because we actually have certain receivers that can catch, not all of them, and and we use our tight ends unlike them who have Colt Kmet and don't use him. So there's that. Just throwing me off. I don't know why they didn't want to do that, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, I think we win. But it's gonna be a close defensive slugfest, like the previous 3 weeks. So yeah. And probably Graham Gano is gonna hit like 4 field goals again, or that's probably why we win.
Well, yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the Giants will win that game. Obviously, don't trust just Fields, never have. And I think this difference is Saquon Barkley gets back on track. The guy he's playing. The Bears can't defend that, and that'll be the difference in the game.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get shorter show because literally like kind of talked about everything really. Like it's very plain and simple. Very simple what happened. Giants
kicked y'all's ass. Like, woo!
Okay, you didn't kick our ass. Okay, it was a close game throughout the entire game. Okay. And someone told us like, oh, if Dak Prescott was against y'all would like, no, y'all didn't see him like week 1 when he played like shit. So like, I think it would have been a close game regardless.
Have a bad game, goddamn, like Daniel Jones has had like 50 bad games.
Exactly. You can have bad games. You would have had another bad game against the Giants.
No, he wouldn't.
So perfectly fine.
He wouldn't have.
Yes, he would have.
He wouldn't have.
Y'all would have beaten who'd y'all beat in week 2?
We beat the Bengals.
Yeah, y'all would beat the Bengals. Because their defense is atrocious. They're not very good. They only have those 2.
We scored more points against your defense.
What are you talking about?
We scored more points on you guys than the Bengals.
Jeremy, shut up. All right. When did you become? Are you even from Dallas? How did you become a Cowboys fan? Aren't you from Oklahoma?
There's a lot of Cowboys fans in Oklahoma.
Have some self-respect. I thought y'all hated Texas, Oklahomans.
No, they hate the Longhorns. They don't hate Cowboys. Most Oklahoma fans are Cowboys fans.
Disgusting. Whatever, man. Let's go home before I get my neighbors to complain on me because it's technically quiet hours at my apartment complex. All right, kid. Where can people find you?
You can find me at NFLKid22 on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on this channel on Betting the NFL. Comes out Thursdays. I do with DWeezy. And I also do articles for that show, which comes on our website at letsgetreadynetwork.com. So go check that out.
All right, guys. I'm Ferris Blunt. You can find me at Ferris Blunt on Twitter right here. I'm here every Monday. Good Friends, Better Rivals every Monday. And that's pretty much it. I show up on the rally on occasion when I have time. I help run our sport division. Like, yeah, pretty much that's it. Like, that's pretty much it. You know, pretty much. So there's that. Yeah, there's that.
Play soundbite again.
No, I'm not gonna play the fucking soundbite again.
Play soundbite again.
No.
Play it.
Come on.
I want me some glory hole.
Not that one, goddammit.
No, I'm playing that one. That's my favorite one.
I will say one thing right now. How about them Cowboys?
Woo!
All right. Have a nice night. Yes. Stay safe. Be safe.